fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya, and, well, what has been going on in his life? After being in a coma for a few years, he has reawoken and discovered that the world he once knew has drastically changed. Now, everybody he knew from back in UA is a pro hero. Meanwhile, him and Venom, they're both dealing with some family drama. Along with actually Midoriya discovering that Riot and a few of Venom's own symbiote children are being used to try and hunt down Himiko Toga, a insane woman who is being held captive by the very thing Midoriya tried to protect her from. Now, that being said, Midoriya then did re-meet Jiro, as she's just gotten her music career off the ground at her parents' work studio. Now, with that being said, they both did go out for coffee. And we do actually cut to a coffee shop, not too far away, as Midoriya is sitting there in a black hoodie and a pair of regular jeans, along with at least black boots. Jiro is saying that he really never did change his aesthetic, did he? Well, no, not really. Ever since we really met, I've always had Venom on me. Plus, besides, in case anything does happen, I can just throw up the hood and Venom can cover my face. Then I can just jump into action immediately. Yeah, you always were quick on your feet. So, about what happened with Toga those years ago. Yeah. Well, that's a bit more complicated. I found her at the mall. In fact, she was at the arcade me and her met at. It was strange. It was like a reunion. Some part of Toga knew to go there. She thought it was a safe spot. In fact, that was the only thing about her that she thought was safe. I bonded with Carnage and Toga. Bonded? Yeah. You know how we shared memories? I saw her memories too. She's not had an easy life. And, well, she has a bit of an obsession with me. Whenever she came to the conclusion that she couldn't have me, the symbiote, it fed into her delusions. She'd always told me that she would black out, have times where her memory has gaps in it. I'm guessing that's whenever the symbiote takes her to her happy place. Her happy place? Yeah. It's a fucked up world. Imagine nails on a chalkboard, and put that up by like 1,000. That's what it felt like just connecting to her head. And actually getting past all that feeling, there was a spot in her mind she thought was safe. And I destroyed it. You destroyed it? This dream world, you can call it. She imagined us having a family. And well, it was strange. In fact, I almost fell victim to it. Hmm? What? Why? I I don't know. The way the atmosphere was, the way everything felt. She or was it me and Eddie? We just cooked some food. There was a smell of just this fresh pie in the air. The atmosphere felt so calm. It felt so peaceful. Your own little slice of heaven. And, well, she was so happy there. But whenever I broke her free of it, she just seemed to go crazy. Or was she fighting back? I don't know. The symbiote just attacked me. She pushed me away to get us to break apart. And then I tore the symbiote away from her. I thought that was over, but the symbiote bonded to me. The things it made me see, the places I went, I just froze. I couldn't fight. Venom wasn't responding to me either at the time. Hell, I'm just lucky that he is now. Sorry, I was kind of busy reconstituting a nervous system. That way you can understand me. Venom, I don't blame you for what happened. In fact, you're the last person I should blame. I'm blaming myself. If I never met Toga, none of this would have. You're wrong. Izuku, you're wrong. My accident in Toga, we're not victims of yours. We're not, well, repercussions. You met us, yeah, and things happened. But it wasn't your fault. In fact, I'd say this is all Carnage's fault. Or even that man who was Venom's previous host. You could blame it all on him. Yeah. But you can't blame what Carnage has done on yourself. All those people that she's been forced to kill. It's just all crazy. Now, these two do continue talking. As their conversation does actually get a bit more wholesome, or at least warm-hearted and light-hearted. Midoriya learning what she's been up to in the past couple years. As the two do get up and eventually go to walk away. Now, with that, two villains do actually attack the city. And one of them is a giant. Now, the giant is simply just trying to throw around and cause as much mayhem to distract the heroes as possible. Midoriya and Jiro, who were both walking on the street at the time, Midoriya, as soon as his spidey sense went off, he turned to her and immediately grabbed her, before leaping up into the air, as high as he can, leaping onto a tall skyscraper, or at least a tall 10-story building. Now, the moment he did actually do that, Venom did suit up around him, Midoriya actually leaping away 4 blocks before setting her down, telling her that he'll be right back. Be careful. I will. This will take just a minute. Midoriya leaping back away, as Jiro is just sitting there. Now, with that we do actually cut over to Midoriya, as he does come back in. A giant villain actually going to bring his hand, or his foot up, and smash it down onto a car. As this does actually happen, we have Midoriya, who as he does run in, he's able to actually punch away at the villain's foot. And he does grab the front of the car. The people inside of it screaming as they do see Midoriya. Midoriya actually just swinging the car, or at least pulling it straight past him, and he does tell them to run. Now, they do listen. However, they're screaming villain. As Midoriya just says that he's not a villain. Before throwing the foot backwards, and leaping up into the air, As he does so, he actually does try and smash away at the villain and knock them down. Now, the moment that actually does happen, he then actually does go to web up their feet, as the villain is trying to break free. Now, with that being said, we also have the other villain, who is currently taking down a few buildings. Now, Midoriya, he actually does run in that direction. As he's doing so, his spider sense does go off, him looking over and seeing a collapsing building. Now, he does run into the building and try to look around for anyone inside. Now, he does just tell Venom exactly how much can he hold up, which Venom does tell him a lot. Now, Midoriya does tell him that it's going to be a stress test then, as the building does begin to collapse. Midoriya throwing up his hands and trying to hold the building up, as he does just tell Venom that if he could do something that'd be real nice. Now, Venom does tell Midoriya that they're doing as much as possible. Now, this would be whenever somebody actually does reveal themselves. As they're trying to run past Midoriya, he actually is forced to bring up his other hand. And he shoots a spiderweb which does actually pull them back towards him. Now, a piece of rubble does fall and land exactly where that person was, as the person does actually smash Midoriya before he does just hold on to them, telling them that it's not safe. Uh, monster. Kid, I'm not a monster. The mask pulling back, and him saying that his name is Izuku, and he's a pro. You're a pro? Yeah, kid. However, him actually bring up his other hand, and going to lift up and bring his hands over his head, talking about how this is a bit too much. Izuku, are you gonna be okay? Yeah, kid. In fact, I could probably stay here for hours, but you should still probably run. Okay. Now, the kid does run off, as Midoriya is stuck here for a minute. Now, pro heroes do come in, and we actually have some specialized pros who do help reinforce the structure Midoriya is holding up, as they do eventually find him in the direct center, or at least holding up a giant support pillar. Now, Midoriya then actually does leave, them trying to get his name or his hero name, and check to see if he actually has possessed a hero license. Him just swinging away as they do ask that question. Now, he does meet back up with Jiro, as she does ask him how it all went. After explaining that he basically had to hold up a 15-story building, yeah. She's kind of impressed, talking about how that must be difficult. Now, Midoriya does say that it was, and the two do actually continue talking, until Midoriya does actually walk her back to her apartment. And the two are both outside talking, and Midoriya is asking her if she's going to be alright here. Yeah, you know, it's actually been really nice talking with you again. Yeah, it has been nice, Joe. I'm happy things worked out for you. Oh, well, it was a rough start at first. You know, I didn't really get my star beginning like how I ever wanted to, like a pro. But, well, I made it work, you know? Yeah. Anyways, Izuku, if you'd be free, her being cut off by her phone ringing. And she has actually answered, asking, saying, what do you want? This guy's name here. Now, the guy that she's talking to is somebody she does know from her workplace. And the guy is trying to ask her if she'd like to go out for dinner sometime. Now, she does just shout to him that she doesn't want to ever go out to dinner with him. She's told him this so many times before closing the phone. I hate that guy. Who was that? Her saying that Robbie, Robbie since I didn't give him a name, is a guy that she's known for a very long time. She gave the guy, an opportunity to hang out with her once, and ever since then he's been trying to go on a date with her. A date? Yeah. Jesus. He thinks that we're together, but we're not. That sounds pathetic. Right? I know. Besides, the guy does not get the message. Well, I... I'll check up it with you again another time, Joe. Oh, yeah, sure. Do you still have your old cell phone number? Roya telling her that he doesn't actually have his phone on him. But he did retrieve it from S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's the same number then, right? Yeah. Okay. Text you again sometime. Roya just nodding, as he does head out and leave. Now, Midori is swinging around town, as Venom does ask Midori if he's okay. No, I'm not. My entire world has changed. In fact, I kinda wanna go fight somebody. Just to work out this aggression. Be advised, Midoriya. I believe something is going on. Going on? What do you mean? Now, Venom does inform Midoriya about what's been happening with Toga. Talking about how the host who's been with him since Midoriya's been in a coma has battled her on some occasions. And the last time that the two did actually meet was in this location. Now, Midoriya, he does actually try to pick up where he left off. And he does actually head to every place Venom does say him and Carnage have fought. Now, this is quite intriguing. Every place they do go to does seem to be similar. And Midoriya is trying to piece together where Carnage might actually be hiding. Okay. Do you have any leads? I have a few leads. However, they're back with the other team. Team? Yes. Other symbiotes. Really? You're telling me that I have to work with them? They are able to be worked with on occasion. However, few encounters that I've had with them myself. Things go somewhat smoothly. However, it's all different. Different? Different how? I can't explain that to you. Can't explain it to me or you won't. I can't. Fuck. Now, Midoriya does head home. And the next day he actually does head back to this facility, as Mr. Fury is there to meet him. Now, he does actually ask Midoriya what he's doing back here so soon. Midoriya, not even flinching when he says this, that he wants to know what information they've collected on Carnage. Alrighty. Well then, what we know about Carnage is quite simple. He goes for a specific type of person, and we believe this to be because of Himiko Toga. Now, him actually showing the case files that they do have, and telling Midoriya that they actually might know where Carnage might pop up next. Okay. And, well, that's just it. Take down Carnage, and what do you got? We have Himiko. Yes. However, she's been permanently bonded with a symbiote for years. And we'd have to kill her to kill Carnage. No. What? We're not killing her. But Doria, you're not even listening, are you? I am, Venom. Now, we're not killing Himiko. She's innocent. How do you know that? Because I've seen her memories. I know she's the victim in all this. And you don't. You're treating her like another villain. And that's what's making this all worse. Give me the details and I can head in. Afterwards, I want you to destroy those symbiotes you have. Destroy the symbiotes? Yes. Destroy them all. Because if they're anything like Carnage, they will kill. They will destroy everything. They will become Carnage. Now, Nick Fury, he does actually look at Midoriya. Before he actually does turn away and go to whisper something into his earpiece. As he does tell Midoriya that Himiko Toga will be believed to pop up in this location. And that is their only current lead, from eyewitness reports they do have in the fields. Fuck. Okay. Well now. She's heard about my return, so I could use myself as bait. Interesting. Now, with that, Midoriya does begin to start setting up a trap. And this will be very beneficial. Now then, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night. Catch you guys in the next part.